Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Notification just went out, and let's play some intro music. Hit that like button, and subscribe for more notifications on true crime. Boom! Love that intro. Love that music. How's everybody doing? Let me say hi to everybody. Let's see who we got. We got Jax. We got Viotka. We got Kathy. We got Brittany. We got Giselle. Giselle? Yeah. We got the boss Beesh. We got Jax, Stormy, me. I'm in there too. Brown Eyed Girl, Felina. How you doing? How you doing? Joanne Richardson, Adrian. Oh, my head is here too. Dawn, how you doing? Fernanda Tappert. Tappert. Thank you so much, Tappert, for what you do. Thank you. Truby, you. How you doing? Let's see. Who else we got? Divine, Julie, one of my mods. Stormy, another mod. Who else? Who else? Say hi in the chat. Raise your hand. Say hi. I'll say hi to you. I love saying hi to everybody. This is going to be a great episode. Bringing some awareness with this case. It's a local case. And hey, Peggy. Sweet Bree. Yeah, say hi in the chat and I'll say hi to you. I love saying hi. So this is going to be a great episode. We're going to do some awareness. I was boots on the ground out there at Palomar State Park talking to some locals and trying to get the feel for the land and see what's out there. Mary Smiles. Yeah, hi again. Pam Sneed. Pam Sneed. Mary Galvin is in here. Yeah, there's a picture. I saw the video. I'm gonna play that video. So, Shannon, how you guys doing? Yeah, this definitely deserves attention, and it's a different feel. It's a different feel from this case, from this search, than other cases that I've covered. This has community written all over it. Hey, Courtney. This has community written all over it. This has a few of people coming together, the family coming together, the family searching, the family asking for people's help. We got strangers coming out to help. I went out there to search, found some bones. It was a little bit uneasy to find those bones considering the circumstances of what happened. I'm going to go over um, what is going on with this case so people can kind of get an overview of it. Hey, Robin, another one of my best mods out there. All my mods here, I stand behind my mods. They are handpicked. They're the best. So if you guys have any comments, concerns, let them know. But again, choose your battles. Ask yourself, is this worth it? so, and again, guys, make sure you guys stay on topic, please. Make sure you guys stay on topic. This is about Angelica Brophy. Okay, Angelica Brophy. So again, please, 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 mods, make sure you guys make sure that the chat is staying on topic. And again, I'm saying that here because that's what the thumbnail is, and that's what we're gonna do, and that's what it is. Okay, okay. All right, here we go. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. You know, there's etiquette. That's right, justice for Angelica Brophy. Absolutely. So let me go over this real quick. Hey, Peggy, did I say hi to you? If not, hello, Peggy. Jax, how you doing? Okay, so let me go over this real quick. It's gonna be a good episode. All right. And okay, here we go. Today we're talking about the disappearance of a 44-year-old Angelica, and 44-year-old Angelica Brophy, an emergency room nurse in Kaiser. She worked at Kaiser ER in San Marcos. Wife and mother of two from Oceanside. So she's a wife and mother of two, Oceanside, California. This is a local case. Angelica was last seen on July 6, 2026. After dropping off her daughter, she visited Harris Resort in Valley Center before driving to Palomar Mountain State Park, where she frequently hiked. Her vehicle later was found abandoned in the park, but Angelica was nowhere to be found. Despite extensive searches involving drones, canine teams, search and rescue crews, dive teams, and volunteers, there is no confirmed sighting of her. Authorities have said there is currently no evidence of foul play, but the case remains an active missing persons investigation. Her family, friends, and the Oceanside community continue searching and asking anybody with information to come forward. Today, we'll go over the known timeline, discuss the evidence, and explore the questions that remained unanswered in Angelica Brophy's disappearance. So again, a mother of two from Oceanside vanished after a trip to Palomar State Park. And nearly 2 weeks later, the mystery of what happened to Angelica Brophy remains unsolved. This case is bizarre. This case is wild. This case is full of mystery and a lot of questions. And people right off the bat, searchers, as I was saying, searchers, canine, drones, helicopters, people on horses were out there looking for Angelica Brophy, mother of two from Oceanside. So she's missing. So if you guys have any information, if you guys were in the area, cam footage, if anything out there, or even from Oceanside, please contact Oceanside Police Department. Any tip can lead to finding her and finding answers for her and her family. They are desperately looking for Angelica Brophy. Yeah, the vigil. I was out there, and yeah, it's pretty sad considering the circumstances. I'm gonna play this news report because this one's a really good news report. So let me play this. Let me expand this, and it'll give you a little bit more insight, and then the visuals as well. We'll go over some drone footage. We'll go over some thoughts and opinions and what may have happened. And I'm going to walk you through the timeline as well. So there's certain things that I haven't seen. So we're going to go over this for the first time with you. So I do like that. I do like going over some stuff in real time, live, as we're going along, and getting my initial reaction and getting my initial my initial reaction, my thoughts. Pelina says, I sure don't like seeing that her phone is dead or turned off. My mind always goes to trafficking, and I pray it isn't a situation. How much the shrug? I heard you call me out. Yeah, shout out to you. Hello. I like to say hi to everybody. All right, let me play this video. Hang out, hang tight, and if anything stands out, again, call Oceanside Police Department. They're on it. So let me play this for everybody. We're going to watch this together. Here we go.
Police gave an update tonight on the investigation into a missing mother who was last seen more than a week ago.
Our Jennifer Franco is live outside police headquarters with the new details, and she starts us off tonight. Jen.
Andrew, Maria, that's right. And police did not take any questions from the media during today's press briefing, which lasted less than 3 minutes and revisited a timeline from when Angelica Brophy first went missing last Monday to ongoing search efforts today.
So at this time, we have no evidence of foul play.
A Tuesday night update from Oceanside Police as the investigation into the disappearance of 44-year-old Angelica Brophy continues. Chief Torino Valdivinos reiterated the timeline of Brophy's last known movements. On July 6th, the mom of two was reported missing by her family around 9:30 p.m., with investigators pursuing leads to find her the next day.
Ms. Brophy's last known location was Harris Resort in Valley Center on July 6th at approximately 3:40 p.m.
3 days later, on July 9th, Brophy's vehicle was located in the parking lot of Palomar Mountain State Park.
However, Ms. Brophy was not with her vehicle. We did confirm that Ms. Brophy entered the park in her vehicle as a lone occupant at approximately 4:20 p.m.
Police have not said how they tracked down Brophy's vehicle, which as of Tuesday night has not been moved from where it was found. Since then, officers with California State Parks and San Diego County Sheriff's Office have focused search and rescue efforts there. Twice this week, dive members with California State Parks and San Diego Harbor Police searched a pond at Palomar Mountain State Park.
Unfortunately, those dive efforts also did not produce positive results.
Search and rescue teams returned to that area Tuesday, but again found no sign of Brophy.
Going forward, we'll continue to work with the California State Parks team and the San Diego County Search and Rescue team, as well as the Brophy family, to continue our search for Angelica.
And Brophy's family was here during today's press briefing and left without commenting, but community members are holding a vigil tomorrow at 6 p.m. in San Marcos to pray for Angelica's safe return. You can find more information on that on our website. Just click on the Scene On tab. Reporting live tonight in Oceanside, I'm Jennifer Franco, Fox 5 News.
The search for a missing Oceanside mother, Angelica Brophy, continues as she was last seen more than a week ago in Palomar Mountain State Park. Oceanside police say Brophy was reported missing July 6th. ABC 10 News reporter Ryan Hill is in the state park after speaking with those who are searching along with law enforcement for their loved one.
I'm Ryan Hill here in Palomar Mountain State Park. This is one of the different trails that Angelica Brophy's friends and family set off on Tuesday morning. The ground they and law enforcement need to cover is nearly 2,000 acres. That's a massive undertaking. Brophy was reported missing on July 6th, and we're about to be in the middle of an extreme heat warning right here in the mountains where they're looking for her.
There are two trails. There's the Doan Trail, Valley Trail here, and there's a Thunder Trail over here, and we're going to pretty much just scour this whole thing.
Volunteers, nearly a dozen strong, hit the trails on Palomar Mountain State Park on Tuesday. Ramon Fabregas and these volunteers are searching for his sister, Angelica Brophy. The Oceanside mother of two has been missing for more than a week.
We are out here with volunteers, with friends and family, just doing our own search, and we are just going to keep on pushing till we find her.
Brophy hasn't been seen since July 6th. Her family members tell us she dropped off her daughters at camp in Oceanside the morning she disappeared. Surveillance cameras captured her leaving Harrah's Resort and Valley Center around 3:30 p.m. that afternoon. A parking slip showed her car arriving at Palomar Mountain State Park about an hour later. She was reported missing that evening. San Diego County Sheriff's Office tells me members of the search and rescue team have been assisting Oceanside police in the search on foot, on horseback, with K-9 units, and more over the last few days. There have also been divers from the San Diego Harbor Police searching a pond nearby.
Very humbled to see search and rescue team from the Sheriff's Department, Oceanside PD out here doing the same thing, and that's, that just makes you feel better that we're gonna find her soon.
I hike this area, and I just wanted to come out and help any way that I can.
Amy Smith came to the Palomar Mountain looking for Brophy. The two have never met.
We just honestly want to help someone else, and help another family in need that's, missing, their family member.
While we did see some members of Oceanside PD out and about, we also reached out to the department about any updates on the search. We haven't heard back at this time. Reporting from Palomar Mountain, Ryan Hill, ABC 10 News.
All right, so that's an overview of that. So July 6th. Let me bring up that video where the excuse me. Hold on a sec. Yeah, my Coke Zero here. Yeah, they did right when you said. Here we go. So let me bring this up. So this is very interesting. The car is very interesting. Let me bring this up real quick. Screen share my tab. There we go. So here's the car. And so if you guys see, there's a ticket right there on the front windshield. That one, you use a debit card or credit card because that's a receipt. So they're saying that she went into the what's it called? Into the kiosk. There's like she was married. And so that's interesting too, because there is cameras that are there, and it shows, from what I'm hearing, is that it does show that the camera may be working. I didn't hear that the cameras weren't working, but I mean, there's been a little bit of conflicting report of maybe they're saying that there's no cameras here in this parking lot, which there is, and I'm going to show you guys some drone footage in a little bit. But when you enter the Palomar State Park, there is I didn't see any trail cameras. No, the boss. No, I didn't see any. That's a good question. But when you first come in, let me bring up a picture. Hold on a second. I'll bring up a picture. Let me see. Let me save this image. Oh, here we go. Okay, camera. Just give me 1 second. Bringing it up right now. I'm gonna show you guys how it looks. Just give me a second. Let me bring it up. Okay, here we go. Let me add some watermarks because, been seeing my work out there without any credit, and it's been pissing me off. Not cool. So let me just need to add a watermark real quick. Just hang tight, guys. Hang tight. What the heck? Come on. What happened? What happened? What happened? Alright, here we go. Let me save it real quick. Save it. File save. Save as. Almost there, guys. Almost there. There we go. There we go. There we go. Image. There we go. See? Let me make that bigger. So this right here is right. Hold on, let me turn on the AC. It's getting hot. 1 second. But this right here is where there's a camera. If you guys can see that, that's right when you come in. See how it's closed on the side? There's a picture, a poster, missing poster of Angelica Brophy there. The camera's there. It's circled. And this is where you check in. This is where you check in. So there is a camera there. I went to the Palomar State Park. I went there. I looked around. There is a camera there. If you go in the hut, if you go in this hut right here, that's how I believe she paid for her ticket. I had to pay with cash. She looks like she paid with a credit card, a debit card, because she has that receipt. And that's how they know she was there at that time. There's video camera there. So she went in. So I'm wondering, I mean, she didn't make it out, or did she get picked up? That's where the mystery is where did she go from here when she checked in, right? She's at Harris Casino in Valley View Center. She says that she makes arrangements to have her daughter get picked up from camp. After the casino, she goes here after 4. She gets here at 4:20. Then she parks, and then her from one of the locals that I was talking to at the general store down the mountain a little ways, she was saying that her Apple Watch pinged inside of the pond. I'm going to show you guys the pond in a little bit. So there's like a sequence of events: Harris Casino, Palomar State Park, and then the pond where her Apple Watch pinged. So there seems to be a sequence of events. And then after that, did she go out hiking, got lost, but then she's always been there, they're saying? Or was there foul play? They're saying that there's no foul play at this time. Was she picked up? Did she pack up and left her life? I mean, so many questions from then on, because they did have canines, they did have drones, they did have underwater drones. From what the lady, real nice lady at the general store, real nice lady. So I was able to talk to the locals, get some inside information about the Apple Watch pinging in the pond. That information hasn't been out. So did she throw her Apple Watch there in the pond, or did somebody throw it there? They left. I'm not sure. Let me turn on the AC 1 second. Oh, there we go. So there is a counter there. How's the audio right now? How's the audio? Still trying to find a way to put my microphone. It's kind of dangling. Here's my headphones right here. So let me go back to that video. Pretty good? All right, cool. All right, cool. It's a little far away. Yeah, so here's the car right there. See that ticket right there?
9th, Brophy's vehicle was located in the parking lot of Palomar Mountain State Park.
However, Ms. Brophy was not
So there's the parking lot right there.
with her vehicle. We did confirm that Ms. Brophy entered the park in her vehicle as a lone occupant at a
See, there it is right there. And they confirmed it as a lone occupant. See, I got a different ticket than this. I had to pay cash. Look at that time. Look, 7:06. Look how clear that is. 7:06. And it's right there on her windshield. 7:06:26. Dates. 7:06:26. Time 4:20 p.m. Grand total $10. That's a day pass. $10. So this is important right here. And then
approximately 4:20 p.m.
Police have not said how they tracked down Brophy's vehicle, which as
see, here's a video. Here's a video that somebody took. Well, actually, Fox 5 took of the inside of her vehicle, which is strange. But now that I'm looking at the, oh, this is interesting. Now that I'm looking at the, I thought this was a towel. Now that I'm looking at it in the computer, that kind of looks like pants or shorts. Whoa, that looks strange. It kind of looks like pants or shorts. It looks different on the phone. That's very interesting. That is interesting. Why does it look different here on the computer? Yeah, they have taken the car. Let me make this bigger. There we go. So we were on my Discord. Day pass, so she may have been planning to stay for longer, says Trubio. So we were in my voices, and we had some really good insights, man. We went deep in this case, so I got to give credit to all my sharks with the information that I'm going to say right now. And man, we were brainstorming. We have some of the best sleuthers there is, man. We have some of the best crew and members in the true crime community, in my opinion. Really good at details. Looking at this picture, you guys were able to find, I asked this question. I was begging the question. I knew the answer to it, but I was begging the question. I said, what do you notice about this right away? What do you notice about it? Being a woman, being that we know she's 5'5". And the first thing that stuck out, and everybody said it too, was that the seat it's pulled back, like somebody pulled back the seat. And then Robin was saying that maybe somebody parked her car, that it wasn't her. And that makes sense because we've seen that in other cases where somebody else has parked the car and they have to move the seat back. Yeah, the seat. That's right, Pat. The seat is moved back. But then we also were saying that maybe she was resting there. Maybe she pulled it back, stretched out, put the seat back, and started just relaxing. but the seat is pulled back pretty far. I would argue that the seat is pulled back all the way. All the way. We also notice here in this picture from Fox 5, we see a cup. Again, you guys were pointing out a water bottle. And then that pink on the where she was relaxing while waiting for somebody. See that, Calvin? See, yeah. She might have been relaxing, waiting for somebody. And you guys were saying too in the Discord that if she parked this way, she would have seen somebody come in. So, man, that's very interesting, because if she's an experienced hiker, you would take your phone, even if there's no cell service up there. There's no cell service up there. You would take your phone. You would take your Apple Watch. You would take the necessities, even though there's no service up there. So what does that mean? The passenger side, the passenger side seems to be higher or closer to the dash than the driver's seat. Kathy says, did she go to sleep in the car and then get kidnapped? That would be wild. Anything's possible right now. And did somebody throw her Apple Watch in the lake? It's strange, right? So there was a few things that I noticed as well here too, is that maybe I thought that was cigarettes in the console. We see something that's pink in the driver's seat. In the passenger seat. Okay. We were saying that maybe that's her phone. I thought maybe it looked like a purse, like one of those little purses. Like her phone charger's there. A lot of detail here. A lot of detail. I wish they would have gone around the car, on the back. I really wish they would have taken some more pictures. That's huge right here. But now that I'm looking at this picture of the driver's seat, I thought it was a towel from my phone, but now it looks like here. It looks like a jacket. It looks like it kind of looks like a jacket. Maybe a towel or some shorts. What do you guys think that is? There's a black bag by the passenger door. Whoa, where? Oh, by the door. Yeah, that does look like a bag, huh? I would take my water bottle. Maybe she changed into some other pants before hiking. See, that's a possibility too, because I've done that. You guys know me. I love to hike. I like the outdoors. There's times when I do go spontaneously to go hike. And sometimes I'll have a pair of shorts in the car. I'll take whatever I'll take whatever I have on, and just change in the car. Zoom in. Let me see if I can zoom in, because I know with this one I can't. I have to crop it. So let me see if I can crop it. Let's see. Hold on a second. Now, did the news take this picture after the police did their investigation? They may have pushed the seat back, fingerprints and things. Oh, that's a good point. Very good point. You zoomed in? All right, let me zoom in. What's up, meat cheese? How you doing? Let me zoom in. Go to screenshot. Here we go. There we go. Zoomed in. What does that look like? A baseball jersey. Oh, that's interesting. See, that's zoomed in now. Yeah, it does look like a belt loop. You know what's crazy? Like in my phone, on my phone, it looks like it's baseball jersey. Really? That's interesting. But on my phone, it does look like it's like a tower or something. Buttonholes, yeah. A jacket, shorts and pants. Yeah, isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? Well, she's 5'5". 5'5". With everything left behind, says Weaver, she was either running away from her life or someone intended her harm. She would have taken her phone with her on a hike. I agree. Drawstring pants, says Kathy. Yeah, if you guys have any information relating to this case, hit me up, markthestruck943 at outlook.com. Or if you guys are the family, if there's any way I can help, reach out to me. Searching, drone, I got a drone. Anything that I could do, please reach out to me. I'm going to see if I can reach out to the family, see if they need anything. I would be more than happy to help. Please feel free to reach out. Or friends or anybody, if you guys want to come on the show and talk about her, how she was as a person, how she is as a person. It would be really great to humanize this person, Angelica Brophy, get her story out there and keep it out there. This story is fresh. I feel like they will find her. And let me go to the drone footage. But this right here, this is important too. Let me zoom. Yeah, the pink thing. Yeah, let me zoom in. Let's go to image. Here it is, right here. Make it bigger. There we go. And what does that look like? Look at that. Yeah, it does look like it looks different, right? Because we were looking at that on our phone. It looked different, but it does kind of look like a jacket, small jacket. She wasn't that tall. She was 5'5". But look at the pink thing. What do you think that is? I mean, it looks like a phone. It looks like a purse. That might be her phone. It's very strange to leave everything behind. Pretty sure police would not move her car. Oh, that's true, right? They would take it to process first, right? That's a good point. Makeup bag, says Viatka. Glass case. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Phone, coin purse, makeup bag. Yeah. So strange. Why didn't she charge her battery on her way up the mountain if she planned to take her phone? Surely she would have taken her phone on a hike. She surely didn't want to throw her watch in the water. Yeah, that's the other thing too, but I was thinking about that too, and I was like, well, she just got back from the casino. Maybe she's feeling some type of way. Uh, maybe sometimes people lose money at the casino and they're ashamed to of what has transpired. That thought did come crossed my mind. What's up, stars? What is underneath the steering wheel? Is it a shoe back with a gold bracelet or something? Yeah, that's what we were looking at, and we could not figure out what that was. It's so strange, but now that I'm looking at it, it looks, I don't know. Is it part of the phone charger? But it looks weird, right? Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in. Oh, a partial shoe. Yeah, here we go. Look, there it is. Look at that. Might be a shoe. Looks like the floorboard. Floorboard. Looks like it may be a receipt. They do have video, Kathy, of her at the casino, but they are not releasing that video. I mean, that looks like a piece of paper. Looks like the floorboard, piece of paper, maybe a bungee cord, a wire, charging cord. Yeah, it says stars. Yeah, it kind of looks like a charging cord, but it looks like a receipt. Pillowcase buttons. Which white thing? Oh, the one in the car, Felina. I mean, in the seat. Wait, was there a rear view mirror up there? That looks like it's on the floor. Oh shit. Let's see. That's a good point. Let's see. That does look like a mirror. Here's the car. Can you guys see if there's a rear view mirror on there? That'll be interesting. I don't know. Could that be? Yeah, that's a good point. Could that be a rear view mirror? The mirror, and it fell maybe during the struggle. So I put it back on the screen. It is there. You do see it. I can't see it. Looks like something is hanging from it. Okay. Visor's down. Yeah, the visor's down. I mean, the sun was in her eye. 420. So that means that the sun was in her face. Maybe it is there.
How they tracked down.
wild. That is so wild. How do you go just missing like that? Strange. Oceanside police give update timeline for missing woman. Search for missing Oceanside mother. The cup is there. See, I'm trying to figure out what this is right here. Let me zoom in on this part right here. I was trying to figure out what this was right here. Let me bring this up. This right here, look. I couldn't figure out what that was. I wonder if that was cigarettes. Is that her phone? Oh, thank you, Peggy, for the cash. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That was sweet. Thank you. So I was trying to figure out what that was. I'm not sure what that was, what that is. But that blue thing behind the car, let's zoom in on that too. It looks like it's a seat cover, a towel, but it kind of looks like it's a seat cover, maybe a boogie board. Now that I'm looking at it here, maybe a boogie board. Let me see. We can put it on AI. Work badge. Oh, work badge. Dang, the boss bitch. Maybe it's her work badge. Look at this. Is that a boogie board? Is that a cover? Let's put that on ChatGPT. Let's see what it says. Checkbook. Yeah, it could be a checkbook. You think it's a boogie board too? Yeah, let's see. I'm going to put it in ChatGPT. Let's see what it says. Let's see if it can give us any clue on what it might be. We'll put that image on there. Screenshots. Here we go. What is this? Let's see. From the image alone, it's not possible to identify exactly what it is. What I can see, it appears to be inside the vehicle, between the two front seats. The colorful object has a printed fabric pattern with blue, white, purple, and a bit of green and orange. The rounded shape suggests that it could be a blanket or a comforter, a pillow or a cushion, a duffel bag or a backpack made of patterned fabric, or possibly a piece of clothing bunched up in between the seats. That's interesting. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, mini ironing boards. Yeah, I've seen those too. I've had those in my car before too. Yeah, it's nuts. Let me see if I can put it in Google Images. Tote bag, yeah. You know, because it's kind of like on the side, right? For it to be a seat cover, it's kind of slanted. Oh, a beach towel. Yeah, it could be a beach towel. Man, you guys are good. So strange. Let me see if Google can find the image. Hold on just a second. Let me desktop screenshots. Here we go. Copy. Put it into Google Images. There we go. What is this? Let's see if we have any results. I'm asking you to find some similar patterns. Maybe it's a blanket, a beach towel, as you guys were saying. All right, let's see. It's doing its thing. Google's doing its thing. We go to Amazon. Punch in what it says it might be. So I found something similar. Let me show you guys. I found something similar. Oh shit, I think I found it. Hold on. Wait. That's kind of close. Let me show you. So it might be something like this. Look at this. You guys seen that? It might be something like that. That makes sense, huh? Because she does have leather seats. So that way maybe the seats don't get hot. Throws it back there, folds it a little bit, and throws it in the back seat. Let's do some drone footage. Let's do some drone footage. Here we go. All right, so this is the parking lot where her car was found. As you guys saw the images we saw earlier. So I got the drone, put it up. So here we go. Boom. Got the drone up. And you guys are going to see here too how many trees are there and how green it is out here. So let's check this out. Look at this. So that's the parking lot right here. Let me go back a little bit. That's the parking lot. See where that van is? That's roughly around where her car was. So we go up. See, they still have the cones over there where they were blocking her car. See, there's the parking lot right there. There's a campground up here. There's a school up here to the left. You guys will see. I have to cut the video in two parts. Does look similar, huh? We'll find it. So look how vast it is. Look at this. And see, the pond is to the right. You guys are going to see the pond, but look how vast and open this is. And on the left side, right side, it's full of trees. Okay? So there's that trail. So I'm going to go up the trail, and then you guys will see the pond. And you guys are going to see the pond. It's not that deep. It's not that big. It's a pond. So that was pretty interesting. So I go up there. Got me a nice watermark on my drone footage. See the pond right here? It's not far from the parking lot. It's not far. But actually, let me make this bigger. There we go. A lot of trees, yeah. So there's the pond. This is the pond they were looking at. And from what one of the locals from the general store, one of the workers, real nice lady, she was saying that her Apple Watch last pinged here in this pond. So this is where the divers were. So I'm just kind of checking out the scene, checking out the pond, seeing what's out there, seeing how big it is, seeing how deep it is. It's not that deep. There's actually people fishing. You see that right there at the top corner? There's actually people fishing. That's another thing I wanted to point out too, is that when I was there was a lot of activity, cars coming in and out, people fishing, people hiking, people camping, people walking. There was kids on dirt bikes. So there was a lot of activity there at the time of her disappearance. 4:20 is when she went in through the front entrance. And I was there around that time. there was a lot of activity, a lot of people hiking, So did anybody see anything out there? Did anybody see her out there? If she was hiking? And she's an experienced hiker. That's the other thing that's throwing me off, is that she is an experienced hiker. So let me play this. See, I zoom in a little bit on those fishermen. They're fishing out there. What is behind the car? It's just trees. There's a backdrop of trees. And then there's another trail there too. So this is a pond. Very murky too, now that I'm seeing it on this big screen. No, they didn't find anything at the pond, Peggy. Unfortunately. And then I'm going to show you guys some more drone footage. I got 3 videos. This is one of 3. See, there's that trail that loops around the pond. Real pretty out there, real pretty. All right, so that's one of the videos. Let me bring up the other one too. I got 2 more to show you guys. Thank you guys. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Really appreciate everybody's being cool in here. I love it. Thank you. Hit the like button, sub up to the new channel. We're on our way to have memberships in back. We need 3,000 watch hours, and as slowly as it's been updating, we're doing pretty good. We're doing really good, thanks to you guys. So in no time, we're going to get monetized for membership. So stay tuned for that. I know a lot of people have been asking about that, and we will get monetized soon. We're on a trajectory to have memberships back on, and stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. So let me play this other part right here. Let me bring up some more footage. Video. Okay, here we go. This one, I like this one. So let me play this one right here. So again, this is a continuation of the drone footage, the pond. I want to show you guys the trail right here. If you guys see in the middle of the screen, there's that trail. That trail I walked. I went around the pond and I went up the mountain. Up the mountain. Okay. And that's where I saw some bones. And I'll show you guys that in a minute. Let me play this drone footage for everybody. There's the pond. Just a beautiful area, man. Palomar State Park in California. It's such a beautiful gem. I mean, I would even just recommend people to go out there and walk around, search. It's very user friendly. It's very hike friendly, very beginner friendly hike. But come with somebody, you know, come prepared too. Come prepared too. Water, a buddy. So look, I was zooming in with the drone picture with the drone. I was zooming in these little spots out here. That's what I like about the drone, because you can cover a lot of space with the drone. So I was zooming in, zooming out. See, there's some hikers. Look at that. Hikers right there. I got to talk to them for a little bit. Real nice couple. Real nice family. I asked them if they knew about the disappearance, the strange disappearance of Angelica Brophy, and they said, yeah. They said it was very sad and strange. And I asked them if they see anything, if they saw anything strange out there, and they said they didn't. What if she wanted to notice someone following her and went to this place to get away? Just a wild guess. This is a crazy story, says Michi. Yeah, I mean, that could be possible too. If she won a jackpot and somebody followed her, wanting to get that jackpot from the casino. That could be it too. But look how vast this is. They have millions of flock cameras and they aren't even using them, says Michi. It's like a pipe of some sort. What's interesting is that you can see like some trails, like little trails that animals have crossed through here. That is very interesting. So I'm wondering if she just went through here, or if she went through the other path, or did she get picked up? Animal trails, yeah. Mm-hmm. A very beautiful scene. Very beautiful scene. It's so refreshing out there. You can breathe fresh air. The people are nice. Lots of trees, lots of grass. The pond's there too. The weather's perfect. See, there's a camp. There's a tent right there too. I was like, whoa, there's a tent. I went pretty far too. I really stretched the limits of how far this drone could go, and it goes pretty far. Yeah, it's huge out there. Huge, over 2,000 acres. Palomar State Park. So I'm showing you guys some drone footage I took. Watermarked it because my hard work when it comes to the drone footage needs to be recognized that it is my footage. So I've seen my footage out there that hasn't been, there's been some instances where it hasn't been given credit, and that's my fault for not putting the watermark. And so now I added it here. See right here, there's a school right here. There's like a school over here, like a Christian school, some type of religious school. And people are camping out there. Look, see that? Oh, in the winter? Oh, I would love to go during the winter. I bet it's super pretty out there in the winter. But look at that. Look at how pretty that is. People are camping out there. I mean, did they see anything? Did they hear anything? Did they hear anybody scream? A lot of people out there. A lot of people out there, which I was surprised. I really thought this place was deserted. I didn't think there was going to be a lot of activity as there was when I went there. I was very surprised. And it's summer too. So there's a lot of families out there, a lot of kids out there. People are fishing, people are hiking, people are taking pictures, people are driving by. There's a campground on the other side to the right where there are parties. There's that school right there. People are camping. Yeah, there is wildlife out here. There is mountain lions. Yes. So let me play the third video, and then I'm going to show you guys some bones I saw. Let me play another video. You guys are enjoying the drone video? Okay, here's the couple that I found out there. I met them. Real nice couple. The guy's name's Danny and his wife. Real cool people. They were out there searching as well, searching for answers for Angelica. And man, it really does something to me. It really restores my faith in humanity when strangers come together, like myself and Danny and his wife, searchers, sheriffs, firefighters, canines, people on horseback. It really restores my faith in these cases that people are out there searching for a stranger, for somebody's loved one. So I thought that was pretty nice of them to be out there too. Yeah, you guys are enjoying the drone footage. All right, so here's the third drone footage. I had to cut it up into 3 pieces. So here's the school right there, and then we'll go to the Google Maps. But let me show you guys what this looks like out there at Palomar State Park, California. A local case. We're going to be following this closely. Hopefully, find some answers in this case because it is a tragic and wild, mysterious case of a missing mom from Oceanside. Mother, wife, and she has 2 kids. So I hope and pray that there are some answers with this case. Let me play the footage. So there they are. They're at the school. The wife had, some intuition about maybe she's in this location. Maybe she's in one of these buildings. Something nefarious. Her thoughts, her opinion was that there was something nefarious going on. So I wanted to zoom on them just to show you guys perspective on how good the drone footage is, and see they're looking up. And I told them too, I was like, hey, I'm going to have my drone out there. And then you guys are going to see what this looks like from a really high point area. So there's that school. Again, the wife was speculating that maybe she's in one of those buildings. So they went to go check out the building, see if they saw anything fishy, see if they saw any strange. So see, this is where I wanted to really emphasize. Look at the mountain. Look how green it is. Look at all the trees. And look how vast that is. Look, it goes all the way back there as far as the eye can see. And that trail loops all the way around. All the way around. So look at this right here. Look at the freaking forestry looking mountain. Look how dense it is. See, that's the area I went up. I went up that area. I wanted to show that to you. I went up that mountain, and that's where I found some bones. I'll show you guys the bones I found. It was really scary. So I go up. I mean, I went pretty high up to where it gave me a warning, and I had to come back down. It said that I might be hitting some planes, so be careful. So I just came back down. So it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of area to search, especially if you're out there and you are an experienced hiker and you may not want to be found. You are going to go to these side routes, animal trails, and you might disappear into this forest, into these trees, into this insane looking geography, the layout. I mean, it is insane. Yes, there are still active searches going on. There's been active searches since her disappearance. Family and friends have been out there searching. There was a search today, and we will be following those closely. I was out there. I did a little bit of searching, a little bit of drone footage to show you how vast. Look at how vast this thing. Look how far this goes. This plain. And on the right side, you got a bunch of trees. On the far end, a bunch of trees again. And on the left, a bunch of trees. So I keep going up. I keep going up. There's the pond right there. So yeah, I wanted to go as far high as I could go with the altitude. But look at this right here. Look at this coming up the mountain. I turned the drone to the right. I mean, look at this. Look at this. I mean, she could have parked her car and came back. She might have not even gone through that trail, but if she did, I mean, and if she went to one of these side trails that I went to, because I like to go off the beaten path when I go searching, is I mean, if she went off the path, because I've seen cases where people go off the path to use the restroom and then they get lost, they get turned around. I got turned around going up the mountain, coming back down. I got turned around just enough to where I was like, whoa, where am I? But quickly I was like, okay, don't panic, here I am. And I want to say I'm an experienced hiker. I mean, I'm not crazy hiker, but yeah, I'd done 5 mountains in one day, but who's bragging? Okay. I love to hike. What can I tell you? I've done 5 mountains in one day. Okay. They called it the 5 Peak Challenge in San Diego. People do it in a month. People do it in a year. I did it in one day. So yeah, I know a little bit of hiking. So if she went off the beaten path and got turned around and then try to find her way back, that's a scenario too. So that's one possibility. And look how vast this is. If she went up the mountain, got turned around, and then goes over here on this side to the right, trying to go back to the car, she doesn't have her phone, she doesn't have her Apple Watch for whatever reason, you're definitely going to get lost. And it's hot out there. So what do? You might stay put. You might, that's what they recommend. Stay put because people are going to be looking for you and you don't want to get farther away. But it is hot out there. How much water did she have? Was she just planning to go for a little hike? Not bring the water bottle that was in the console or in the the passenger seat? That's possible too. I mean, there's just so many questions with this that don't make sense up to this point. Is why was her phone in the car? Why was her Apple Watch pinging in the lake or in the pond? I'm sorry. And where did she go from there? Did she go and hike that loop, or did she go off the beaten path, or did somebody pick her up and this was only a rendezvous point? Was this a rendezvous point after the casino? Did she meet somebody at the casino? Says, let's go here, let's do this, let's run away. Was it premeditated, pre-planned? Let me keep playing this. Look how pretty this is. Was her husband aware, says Talent Girl, if she went hiking? That I don't know, but she, from what reports were saying, is that she did not tell anybody that she went hiking this day, which is another red flag. I gotta use the restroom real quick. I'm gonna play this video again. I'm gonna loop it. I gotta use the restroom real quick. Okay, I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Give me 1 second. All right, I am back. Thank you. Sorry about that. Had to grab some water too. Here, Michi sent me a picture. It looks pretty cool. She cleaned it up with AI, and this is really good because it cleaned it up. And man, this is crazy how much AI is getting better. This is one of the better pictures of AI that I've seen clean up an image. So thank you, Michis. I really appreciate that. Hey, Michi, I'm going to send that to you on Discord so I can have it on the computer. Is that okay? I got to resend your picture. Or actually, here, I'll just email it to me myself. Send me an email? Okay, cool. I'll check it out. Yeah, let me show you guys this. This is crazy, man. This is one of the best cleaned up AI pictures I've seen. Um, let's see. Oh, I see your email too, the boss. I'll check that in a minute, okay? Thank you. I really appreciate that. What the heck? Where is the picture? That's weird. Give me a second, guys. Okay, here we go. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, see, that's why I like to send it on Discord. So much easier. No problem. I got it though. I got it. I'm already committed. Okay, here we go. I got two things I gotta show you. And if you guys want to help support the channel to go to these places like this, get the drone up in the air, um, we do have Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle. It really helps the channel out. It really helps going boots on the ground, going to these places, taking video, bring you guys sometimes what the mainstream media doesn't bring you. You know, this wasn't on the mainstream media. So as a YouTuber, I try to bring you guys, go in depth, live, be there on the scene, talk to locals, really deep dive into these cases. So if you guys like to support the channel, that's one way to do it. We also have a wish list too. Again, it's not required, but it is appreciated, guys. Thank you guys so much so we can continue to do what we do here in this channel. Thank you. Okay, so here's the AI picture cleaned up from Michi's. Look at this right here, man. Let me take some of these things off real quick. There we go. Look at this right here. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, thank you, Divine, for that. Look at this right here, man. Isn't that this has been one of the best pictures I've seen AI clean up a distorted picture or a fuzzy picture. Look at how clean this is. Isn't that amazing? Thank you, Michi. Look at this. See, what is that? What is that on the bottom? Isn't that crazy? Look at that. Look at the steering wheel too. I mean, just everything. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, thank you. Hey, Pam. Look, you can see the water bottle better. You can see the steering wheel better, the buttons. You can see that there's a touch screen up here in the center console. That might be a badge, as you guys were saying. I think the boss was saying that might be a badge. And see, look at that. I mean, it looks like a towel. It kind of looks like a towel there. It looks like a jacket there. See a lot more detail. See the seats kind of slanted back. That's another thing too, right? Both seats are kind of slanted back. Both seats are kind of slanted back. And then let me share this other one too from the boss. And she put this on Google or ChatGPT, and it says a Hawaiian hibiscus blanket. A bold tropical design featuring large navy blue, hot pink, and white hibiscus flowers, reminiscent of surf and beach culture. So let's look that up, Hawaiian hibiscus blanket, and let's see if we can find anything. I would like to see what that is. Let's look at Amazon, Hawaiian hibiscus blanket. That's not Amazon. Let me go back. There we go. Click on Amazon. Quick link. Hawaiian hibiscus blanket. Put beach in there. Beach waves. Nothing's coming up. Let me put seat cover. Seat cover. It kind of looks like a seat cover. Seat cover. Yeah, I don't see anything. I mean, it's kind of close, but I'm looking at some of this. But yeah, I think that other image I pulled up kind of was like pretty close. Yeah, the driver's seat. That's what we were saying earlier. Yeah, Kathy, you're right. That the driver's seat is back further than the other seat. And again, keep in mind that she's 5'5". 5'5". That thing on the bottom is tripping me out. What is that? The right by the steering wheel to the bottom. That thing is tripping me out. Let's go to Google Earth. Palomar State Park. Palomar State Park. Palomar State Park in San Diego. Here it is. Boom. All right, let me share my screen. Yeah, the steering wheel doesn't look raised. Yeah, you're right. Whoa, what just happened? Oh. Actually, hold on a second. Before I go into Google Maps, I wanted to see this real quick. Truby, you sent me this right here, so I wanted to check this out. I wanted to before I move off of the car. Give me 1 second. I wanted to check the vehicle. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Make sure I got the right car. Before I move away from the car, let me. Thank you, True. Thank you for sending me that info. I appreciate it. So this looks to be a 2022. Let me go back. 2022. Yeah, 2022 Hyundai Kona Electric. Okay, Kona Electric, average price 23,875. It gets really good gas mileage, 132 miles a gallon. Whoa, this is interesting. This is interesting. This is interesting. Okay, hold on. Let me actually bring this up. I actually want to stick to the car. Give me 1 second. This is very interesting. So I do have the information thanks to TrueBU. So let me share my screen. And this kind of popped out at me again before I move away from the car. Let me share my screen. Screen share. Okay, here we go. Check this out. Look, there's one possible. So it was sold in 2022, 5.8. So she got it brand new, 44,000. And there's one possible accident reported on this vehicle. Okay, we go down. There's no salvage, no theft records found. So condition is new. The date was July 2022. Location Oceanside, California. The seller was Bob Baker Hyundai in Carlsbad at 11 miles it had. So she got it brand new. And then you go back down here and it says one possible impound reported on July 15th, 2026. Oh no, that's when the car got impounded. So it was on the 15th. Oh wow. So the car was out there up until the 15th? Holy moly. That's interesting. So it was impounded. Okay, so that makes sense. I thought it was something different. It's got a lot of warranties on there. One possible expired warranty record. Damn, so she got this car brand new. I mean, she is an ER nurse. She does make good money. So that makes sense. Okay, let me exit out of that. That was interesting. So let me go to this right here. I do want to check out the vehicle and see what it looks like inside. Screen share. There we go. So this is the car right here. I muted it because there's music and we don't want to start off with copyright strikes. So this is the 2022 Hyundai Kona Electric. This is the same vehicle Angela Brophy drove to Palomar State Park. How did they find her car there? The husband found the car. The husband. It is reported that the husband of Angela Brophy found the vehicle. I want to look at the inside. Gray color too, the same color. Look at the key fob. Wonder if they found the keys. There's no mention of the keys. That'd be interesting. If the keys are still there, did she take them? See, look at the inside. Look at the inside. See, now we're getting into the inside. Look at that. Looks just like the inside. Maybe we'll see what that is on the driver's seat to the bottom of the right. That's been tripping me out. But this is exactly what she has. So now we're going to go into the vehicle, and shout out to this guy, Redline. Real cool video. Thank you. Let me slow it down. So see, look, this is the inside of the vehicle right here. Did it slow down? There we go. So this is the inside of the vehicle. Pretty interesting stuff right here. They have not found the keys. I went searching the other day. Oh, look. So that is like a console. Look at that. Look at that right there. You guys see that? Whoa, that's so trippy. So that's like a console up here. Hold on. I wonder if can you guys see my pointer? So that's a console up here. Look at that. That is crazy. Look at that. So that's what that is. There's a gap. So the console, it's like a bridge. There's a console on top of a console. Whoa, that's trippy. Look at that. See how that's what was tripping me out. See, right at this angle, it looks weird. It looks weird because it doesn't make sense to my brain that there's a gap there because the console's right on top of it. So there's two consoles. Oh, look. So those are buttons. Look. Those are buttons. What we thought was a let me take a screen picture of that. This is pretty cool. So those are buttons. Oh, an emergency brake. Yeah, next to the cup holder. Yeah. Look at that. Hey, thank you for the Venmo. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That's going to go a long way. I really appreciate that. Oh, to catch something that may drop. So look at this. This would have been her view. This would have been her view inside the vehicle when she would have parked. Or did somebody else park the car? And why was the seat so far back? Oh, look. Kim Jones says, underneath it's open. I have a Hyundai. See? That's what was tripping me out. So I just saw that too in the video. And now Kim is confirming that there is open underneath that. Yeah, Robin, remember you were talking about that. And you were saying that the light was on. Hey, Kim Jones, let me ask you a question. Yeah, those are buttons, Jax. Isn't that cool? We're like figuring stuff out. Kim Jones, let me ask you a question. Does it light up that space underneath the console? Does it light up? Push start, AC buttons, auto. Damn, it's a really nice car. Pretty affordable too. Electric. No charger down there, but there is one inside the console. But does it light up? Is my question. Does that area, does it light up? That open space? Felina said, then again, maybe she lost all her money and took out a loan with the casino bank and ended up losing so she could pay back and felt she had no way out of these way out. These cases are so strange, says Felina. Yeah, that casino, right? The casino trip does throw a wrench in the case. Yours doesn't? Okay. Huh, that's interesting. Wonder if her husband had an extra set of keys and he put the seat back. That could be it too, right? That'd be interesting. Oh, Kim Jones says no. That's interesting. Okay, look at the console. Oh, look, check this out. Check this out. He's going to go to the console and this opens up. Look at the console and see that it's opened up. Look at this on this video, it's closed. That's probably where her cell phone was. Whoa, that's strange. Look, he's going to open it up. This is weird, man. This is mind-blowing because what is her phone doing in the car? As a hiker and as an experienced hiker, as an avid hiker, you got to take your phone, take pictures. Look at that. Look, he opened it up and look what's in there. A phone. Look at that. Oh, that's the parking brake. Parking brake, neutral, reverse, and drive. And that's where her phone would have been. But why was it? Look, you could have charged your phone right then and there. So did she turn it off? That's weird. Yeah, it's a nice vehicle, huh? True. So that was open. And there's a spot right there to plug in your phone and charge it. So it does close, says Kim. But in the video, in the Fox 5 video, that's open. So is that where her phone was? So that's what that looks like, the console. What is that right there? What is that on the Kim Jones? What is that on the bottom of the neutral? You see where he's putting his hand on right there? What is that? Oh, emergency parking brake. Dang, it's got a lot of features. Seat warmers too. Look at that. So the parking brake's there. So someone turned off the phone or the phone died. Another mystery, another question. Yeah, it is electric. It is electric. Hey, Chris. Let's see what else is on this video. Maybe we can see the back. Oh, here we go. Look, he's showing the back of the vehicle. Check this out. Here we go. He's going in the back. We're going to get to see what the back looks like. Seats. Leather. Pretty small back there, actually. Thought it'd be bigger. It's actually pretty tight space. So this is what the back of the vehicle would look like. That's interesting. What's up, Psychic Rider? How you doing? Another possibility, what if her hubby found out she was cheating and had her taken, says Meat Cheese. Yeah, so the back's a little tight. The back's a little tight. Kim Jones asking, so are they suspecting the husband at all? Just curious. Oceanside Police said there is no evidence of foul play at this time. There is no foul play at this time. Thank you, Stormy. Appreciate that. One of my mods. She's awesome. She's great. Appreciate it, Stormy. Oh, look, he's getting in. It's tight. Look, it's pretty tight back there. I'm doing good. I'm doing great. Look, he's kind of, yeah, that's tight back there. Marsha says, my girl couldn't even ride back there comfortably. Yeah, it looks pretty tight. Look how far he's bending his knees. So it's just like tight space back there. And if the seat's all the way back, I'm not sure if somebody would be able to sit there comfortably. It's interesting. Let's see what the trunk looks like. Oh, they didn't show the back. That's weird. They didn't show the trunk. Oh, they did. Look, right here. They did show the trunk. I missed it. Dang, it's pretty spacious back there. Just going to open up the trunk right now. Pretty spacious. Yeah, that text. I do want to read that. Thank you, Kim, for reminding me. I do need to read that. Not that you brought it up. Hey, Gammy, thanks for posting that on your YouTube. See, the back looks pretty big. A lot of room back there. Yeah, the husband found the car. Yes. How? I don't know. How did the husband find the car? I do not know. Oh, it's even got a net. It's got a place to put your tools. Probably a spare tire underneath. It's pretty nice. My husband is 6'2", weigh 280. There is no way he could fit in the back seat. There is no way, says Marsha. Oh, look at that. It's got tools back there. Spare tire. Man, that's nice. That model's not a big car. Mine was bigger and didn't have room, in my opinion. But nice thing is with the hatchback, the back seats do fold down. And there is a nice space for groceries. That's the hatch, says Peggy. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I do like that net. Maybe it had an air tag. Maybe. Oceanside, Russell. She was mother of two, Oceanside, worked at Kaiser Hospital in the ER as a nurse. Man, that's interesting. All right, let me go to Google Maps real quick. Let me share that. Again, thank you everybody for sending me that information. I really appreciate that. And that video was from Redline Review. So shout out to that Redline Reviews channel. Credit where credit is due. Okay, so this is Google Maps right here. Let me guys show you the area. So here's the parking area where she parked, and then here's the trail. There's the pond. I show you guys the pond, and this is where I hiked. See, there's a trail right here that cuts up through the mountain, and I wanted to go off the beaten path. So you can kind of see. Oops. Whoa. Zoom in, buddy. Yeah, see, here's the campground. So you can kind of see the trail going up, and I'm going to show you guys some pictures of that. So this goes back pretty far. Look how far it goes. Whoa. See, that goes far. So I wonder what's over here. Damn, that goes far. Oh, look, there's another pond over here. Oh, these are houses. Oh, no, there's snow. Oh, that's interesting. Dang, it goes pretty far. What is that? Like a little hut? Yeah, that's a lot of ground to cover. But there's the pond right there. There's the parking lot where her car was. And up here is where I went off the beaten path. Right up here. So I'm going to show you guys some pictures of what I found up there. Save image. Just save it to the right folder. Save. Save image, save. Okay, here we go. Bring this up. Image. Yeah, tons of trees. So this is where I went up that mountain, next to the side of the that pond that is there, and it overlooks that flat area that we just looked at. Yeah, same here, Stormy. Once I saw this there, I was like, "Whoa, this is huge." That's why I like to go out to these places because it gives you an in-depth view of what it looks like, and the drone helps out a lot because I send the drone up, do a 360, and you can see what's around, not just the pond. All right, so I keep going up the mountain, and then I find this right here up the mountain. Look at this. I find some bones. I was going to call it in, but then I got a closer look, and it looked like deer bone um, because of the hooves. But it was freaky checking it out. Yeah, there's still no sign of her Bama girl, unfortunately. There was searches this morning at 9 or 10 a.m. And we're still waiting for an update on that. I'll keep you guys updated. But this is what I found. I found some bones up here. I went off the beaten path, went up, seeing if I can find anything. And I found some bones, which was strange. It was a little weird and it was a little scary because at first I'm like, man, is that human bones? And I got a little bit closer. And it looked like animal bones. It looks like animal bones, but it was scary nonetheless. Scary nonetheless. Yeah, it does look like something big ate that. Let me close out with some drone footage. But that's going to do it for me. We're at the 2-hour mark, everybody. And I really appreciate everybody here today. Thank you guys for the Venmo and the Cash App. And that's going to do it for me. I said I was only going to do an hour, so I did another hour. And man, seriously, everybody, thank you guys so much for sending me information, sending me whoa. All right, breaking news just now. Thank you, True. Hold on a second. Was this 32 minutes ago? This is crazy. Look at this right here, guys. Hold on a second. Hold on. How long ago was this? 32 minutes ago? It says, this is from Amanda Marie. It says, sharing here as there was a man at the Logo Target off Vista Way in El Camino who tried getting to this woman's car and attempted grabbing another woman. Not sure if it could be related to Angelica, but many were questioning it, and the thought crossed my mind. Everyone, please keep their head on a swivel and stay safe. Apparently, this man was released. What the heck? Why would you release a man that tried to kidnap somebody? Jeez, man, why would you release this dude? That just pisses me off. It says, nice shirt, why OPD, Oceanside Police, didn't take him in after trying to grab another woman. Just want everybody aware. North County, San Diego neighborhood events. Watch out, moms and men in the dark clothes with sunglasses and a hat just tried to get into my car in the Target parking lot in Oceanside. His vehicle was parked right next to mine with the passenger door open. She says, I called 911. That's crazy. That is crazy. Bunch of weirdos out there. That is insane. You know what's insane is that they released this dude. Guys, be careful out there. Please be careful out there. Lock your doors. Lock your doors. Okay. I'm going to leave you guys with some drone footage. Yeah, and they let him go. Freaking insane, man. What are we doing? What are we doing, guys? Come on, Oceanside PD. You're better than that. Take him in, question him, and do what you got to do. All right. That's crazy. Yeah, stay safe, everybody out there. Stay safe, man. Please. Please be safe out there, all right? Call somebody you love. Call somebody you haven't called in a while. Tell them you love them. Tell them you're thinking about them. Just say hi. Ask them how they're doing, how they're feeling. How was their day? How was work? What can I do to help you? Do you want to go for lunch? That's always a good one. Invite somebody to lunch. Invite somebody for dinner just because, okay? And tell them you love them. Tell them you miss them, all right? Call somebody you haven't called in a long time. Thank you, everybody. Again, thank you guys for supporting the channel. Hit the like button. Sub up to the new channel. We are almost at 3,000 watch hours. We're going to on our way to 4,000 watch hours to get ad revenue, which will help the channel tremendously. The last update was on the 12th, 13th, and we got almost 2,000 hours, watch hours. So we're on the 18th, and then with this video, we should be at the 3,000 mark, 4,000 mark, and we keep it going, guys. We keep it going. Thank you guys for being cool, respectful in the chat to everybody, their opinions and their speculations. We are open to opinion speculations here, respectfully. You guys have been amazing. Thank you, everybody, for helping me out today with the information. You guys are amazing. You guys are the best. You guys have a good night, okay? And I will leave you with some drone footage and a little bit of music. Hopefully Angelica Brophy gets found. And if you guys have any information, of course, send it to Oceanside Police and or email me. Yeah, I would like to get a hold of the family. Maybe we can bring them on the show. Keep her name out there. Keep the awareness going, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, mods. Always appreciate my mods. You guys have a good night. Thank you.